Do you feel overwhelmed with all the things that you have to do on a regular basis, like in general, in your work and in your life? You're like, I've got this long list of things to do, and I just don't know where to start. It can be really difficult to prioritize. And so tonight, we're going to be talking about how a time management tip that you could use to help prioritize your tasks so you can get the more important things done and do less of the time wasters. So stay right here. All right. Welcome to Team Building Happy Hour. I love this show. If you don't know me, my name is Celeste. I'm from Team Building Academy, where we help managers build effective teams through the use of fun and games. And I always like to have some fun when I do my live streams. All right. So tonight we're talking about the concept of the glass jar. Okay. It's a time management concept. I'm going to get to that in just a second. But first, this is Happy Hour. So I would like to know what you're drinking. Okay. So it doesn't have to be alcohol. You could be drinking some milk. You could be drinking juice. You can be drinking water. I drink water all day long. Whatever you're drinking. I'd love to know what you're drinking. Put it in the comments. So I can know what you're drinking, right? And to make things extra fun, if you see a black cat come across the screen in any way, shape, or form, around here we call that time to drink. So if you see that, you got to take a drink. You can call it out in the comments too. I'm going to go ahead and take a drink. Okay, so what I'm drinking is it's a premix. It's a Long Island iced tea. It's a premix. I don't do a lot of drinking. I don't go to bars. I don't drink a lot in restaurants or anything like that. But every once in a while, I will have a Long Island iced tea. So, but I don't know how to make them on my own. And if you know what a Long Island iced tea is, you know it's got like 5 or however many different kind of alcohol in it, right? I don't know how to make that. So I just get a premix from Captain Morgan, and I think it's pretty good. It's kind of sweet. I can still taste the alcohol, but it tastes pretty good. All right. Okay. So we're talking about the glass jar. It is a time management concept. And basically, what it is you've got a glass jar that represents, here we go. You've got a glass jar that represents your day, however many hours you're willing to put into your day. Okay. So this is your full day. This is all you have. Okay. You can't get more time than you actually have. So however many you have will fit in this jar. Okay. And then the idea is you have to put all of the things that you do into this jar, and you have to fit them in there successfully. Okay. So you've got your big important stuff, right? And these are, for the purposes of this, and we're calling these the big rocks. These are the things that will get you closer to your goal. Okay. So if you're working on, building your business, or you're working on a big project at work, or a project at home, you've got you're working on something, and you have to make some progress on that every day. And so you've got these big rocks. These are the things that are going to get you, that are directly impact your goal and the progress on your goal. So I'm calling those the big rocks. Okay. And then next we have the little rocks. And these are the things that will help you with your goal, but they're more indirectly. Okay. So these are a little smaller, and you can probably do more of them. Okay. So you've got the big rocks and you've got the little rocks. These things are going to help you with your goal, whether directly or indirectly. Okay. And then you've got your sand. Okay. So I've got sand in this jar here because I didn't want to make a mess with it, but this is sand, and this sand represents things that are important, but not necessarily urgent. They don't really help with you meeting your goal, maybe some side goals or something like that. Things that kind of have to be done. You don't really want to do them, but here they are. Okay. And then water, you've got the water. Okay. And water is pretty much representing, all your time wasters. These things won't help you with their goal. They won't help you with anything else directly or indirectly. These are your time wasters. Okay. So if we think about it, If we put our sand in the jar first, okay, look, it's already filling up like a third of the jar, right? If we were to pour the water in, that was just going to make a mess, right? I'm not going to pour the water in because I don't want that mess. But you would notice if I did pour the water in, the sand and the water, much like what they actually are, fill up as much space as they possibly can. Okay, they will take whatever space you give them. So if you're like me and you get sucked into watching Facebook Reels, I can keep going and going and going until I realize, oh man, I got to get off of this thing because it's just a time suck. It's taking up too much of my time. So they will take up as much time as you give them. So don't give them that much time, right? They're fun here and there. They're, games and downtime and things like that, and it's all fun. But if you try to put that and put the water in and put your big rocks in, right, you're going to find yourself in a situation where you can't fit everything in. You can't get the things done that are most important. Okay, do you see how the sand is taken up all the time? And so I haven't even gotten to the pebbles yet, right? So we've got all these things that just don't fit in the jar, which means they don't get done. Okay, so I still have all these pebbles. They don't get done. And if that's really important, if these things are directly impacting your goal, you don't want to leave them behind. You don't want to push them off to the next day. And do you want to give all the time that you have to something that's not as important? I think not. I wouldn't. Okay. So what's really important here is to start thinking about the order of which you plan out your day, and that you get your most high priority, your most important things done first. Okay. So you start with your empty jar, and it's going to be your schedule for the day. And what are you going to do with it? Well, I say you take your most important things and put it in the jar. These things are going to help you reach your goal. All right. So for me, these things are, designing emails, working on web pages, getting ready for the live, that sort of thing. And so I'm able to fit all of that stuff in. And then I have other things that I still need to do. I still have the pesky stuff that I need to do. And look, they will fill in the gaps. All these pebbles, they help me reach my goal, whether directly or indirectly, but they will help fill in the gaps, right? So now look how much space you still have. You've got all the most important space done, and now you've got time that you can go ahead and do some of these other things that need to be done. Okay, look how it fills it in. It fills in all that extra space, much like your time wasters throughout your day, or your chores that you just have to do. They fill out your day, right? And you still have room to put the water in. So you still got all that extra room. So the first time I couldn't get everything in here. I got the sand and some big rocks, but it didn't all fit. Now I've got the big rocks, the little rocks, the sand, and I still have room for the water. So that's pretty much the glass jar concept. Okay, so you need to fit, you need to prioritize, you need to think about how you're going to place them in the jar, how you're going to design your day to get everything done to get everything done that needs to be done to meet your goals and to take care of the things that you need to take care of on a regular basis. And sometimes we find that maybe there's just not enough time and you need to cut back, or you need to delegate. I mean, there's plenty of reasons why, you have too many big rocks, too many things that get done, and there's no way that they'll fit in no matter what order you put them in, right? So this is a good way of thinking about what needs to get done, its importance, how it affects your goals. Always keep your eyes on the prize. Okay. And that's for the purposes of this. Yes, you're trying to reach your goal. At this, you can say at the end of this month, or at the end of this quarter, at the end of this year, I want to be such and such, so somewhere, and you've got this specific goal in mind. And we can talk about SMART goals another time, and what it means to make a good solid goal. But today we're talking about time management and getting the tasks done that will help you reach your goals, and not get sidetracked with looking at your phone or, some other things that could be just time wasters, or standing in front of your computer drinking, right? All right. So that's the glass jar concept. If you have any questions, you can put them in the chat. Love to hear them. Didn't have any visitors today. They were in here earlier. Now they're gone. But I'd love to talk to you more about this concept. If you like my videos, you can subscribe, follow this page, or subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be putting out more videos, more content about time management, communication, all that fun stuff. But I want to do it in a fun way. I don't want to be boring, right? So let me know what you think, and I'll see you right here next time. Bye-bye.